Hi, I am Dr.T.SUMATHI. Now we have to know about customers zoology paper, animal physiology. It is a very interesting paper. In this animal physiology, we have to learn human heart, that is the circulatory system. Why we have to study about human heart and circulatory system? Normally, everywhere we have to breathe in air and it goes to our body and it gives them many energy in our health and we do the work in day to day. Another process occurs in the internal organ. We have breathing through respiratory organ or air is goes to our nose. We have breathe air, oxygen, another one is CO2. Everything also occurs in the environment. What are the role of the oxygen and what is the role of the CO2? How we have to inhalation, another one is the exhalation is doing the process of our nose. Nose is just air is goes through nose. Our respiratory organ is the lungs. After the air is goes to the lungs, the alveoli and other part also differentiate and intaking. Then it goes to the all over the body. The main function of the heart also, it gives the oxygen of the blood. So we have to know about human heart. Human heart is a very important organ and it do the all activities function and controlling of the blood circulatory system all over the body from head to our legs also. Normally, the heart is a muscular organ and it is located on our chest and right and between the lungs. Our lungs are also nearby the heart. It is pointed slightly towards the left thoracic region and it is enveloped by the pericardium. The human heart is separated into 4 chambers. The chambers, upper chambers, and it is called atria, and 2 lower chambers, it is called ventricle. The human circulatory system is combined 4 main organs. It is a specific role and functions occurs in the whole system of circulation. So, what are the role of the heart? Another one is your blood, another one is your blood vessels, another one is your lymphatic system. The circulatory system normally made up of blood vessels and carry the blood away and towards the heart. Arteries, it is carry the blood away from the heart and veins carry the blood back to the heart. The circulatory system is carries oxygen, nutrients and hormones to the cells. The blood vessels work together and service the cells of the body. Using the network, it is arteries and veins doing different type of functions. The veins also have the pure blood and the capillaries also doing some function. It intaking of the carbon dioxide to the lungs, that is called inhalation, and pick up the oxygen. It also removal of CO2, that is exhalation. From the small intestine, the blood gathers food nutrients and it delivers them to the every cell and it removes the waste product in our body. What are the waste product in our body? The removing waste product, that is called the CO2, carbon dioxide. After that, the heart mainly made up of muscle cells. The most of the cells is contract, it is and also it is doing the relaxation function. It strongly receives some signal that is called electrical signals. And relaxation of course doing the muscles. So it is a muscular organ. The specific muscles that is called cardiac muscles. Our heart also have the cardiac muscle. Some special heart muscles that is called the pacemaker cells also. And what is the role of this pacemaker cell? It is sending some signal to the all over the body. This is the rhythm and the other heartbeat also. They have to controlling the heartbeat and it causing the electrical signal and often it refers the cardiac action potential. The special heart muscle cells are also able to quickly and pass through the signals. And why these signals is important? It makes sure the muscle cells is the lower heart chamber and contract at the same time, and also it makes the sound Only the heart is strong enough to pump the blood through the whole body. And the cell that triggers and passes through the signal, it makes up the electrical pathway to the heart. It is a cardiac conduction system. And the circulatory system, this is an area of the cell that is known as sinoarterial node, the right upper chamber of the heart, and also it is known as the sinus node. It is main pacemaker of the heart rate. The sinoauricular node, the cell send out the electrical signal at the regular interval, usually about the 60 to 80 times per minute. What is the heartbeat is faster during the physical excretion. It is also during some fever, and mental stress, and anxiety, and even 200 beats per minute during the every strenuous activities, every heartbeat activities. The atrioventricular, that node also shortly called AV node, it is located near the center of the heart. The upper chamber and the lower chamber also meeting the tongue. It also doing the function arteria and ventricle. That is the auricular and ventricular node. It receives the signal sent from the sinoauricular node. That is quickly passes them to the lower chamber. It does not that by sending them and it bundle of these. The cell's auriculoventricular node can also trigger the signal themselves. But they only do the function under certain situation like sinoauricular node fails to work properly. Which one is doing the function is a short. That is a bundle of these. The short stand, the special muscles found in the wall. It is separating the left and the right side of the heart. It is split into the two branches. It is known as left and right bundle branches. That is always called Tawara branches. They lead to the lower end of the heart. They can speak up into the lot, the thinner branches, and reach through the heart. The muscles passes on signals to the lower chamber. These fibers is called Purkinje fiber. These Purkinje fibers role is here. It is passing the signal from the one place to another place. When an electrical signal is sent out by the sinoauricular node, it first separates out evenly down the muscles in the two upper and the heart chamber. No special electrical pathway are needed for that. This causes the muscle of upper chamber to contract and the pumping the blood into the lower chamber. While the upper chamber is using the electrical signal reaches the auriculoventricular node and immediately it is spread to the body. Normally, in the bundle of keys, it is a Purkinje fiber also doing the function and pumping the blood also. It makes the muscle cell in the lower heart chamber skews only and same times. They pump the fresh blood into the body and use the blood also. Then during that time, normal body is taking the blood and returning from the rest of the body into the lungs. That is fully connecting the oxygenated blood. After one heartbeat, all the heart muscle cell relax again. Next, they are doing the automatic function, the receiving the next signal. They are doing the function is automatically the circulation of the heart, pumping of the blood in all over the body. This picture shows very clearly the oxygenated blood into the upper body and also it is going to the deoxygenated blood to the lungs and from the deoxygenated blood to the upper body. This deoxygenated blood comes to the lungs and oxygenated blood from the lungs. One of the way is here coming to the heart, another way is here outer side of the heart, it is going to oxygenated blood. After the lower body and oxygenated blood, everything also doing the function, pumping reaction. Regularly they are doing the circulation, blood circulation process. It goes to the blood in the lungs to heart, human heart. One is the arteries, another one is the vein. That is indicating the blue color, another is the red color also. Normal human circulatory system, it network of the arteries. It is all the blood cells, blood vessels, capillaries, everything also network of the body. With the heart is a pumping blood through the primary road. It provides essential nutrients and the hormones minerals and various parts of the body. Alternatively, the circulatory system also responsible for collecting metabolic waste, taxing it from the cells and tissues. It purified and expelled from the body. The human circulatory system it consists blood, heart, blood vessels, and lymph node. Yeah, what is the role of lymph node? It gives the immunity power in the body. The immunity power means WBC secretions is highest in the lymph node. After that, they have to doing the function. The human circulatory system is circulating the blood through the loops, that is a double circulation, and one for oxygenated blood, another one is a deoxygenated blood. Now, the human heart consists of four chamber, ventricle, and the auricle. It is a body networks and the vessels. Everything also comprises the arteries, vein, and the capillaries. What is the primary function of this heart? It is the vessels, is a transport the oxygenated blood and nutrients intake all over the body. It also is a task with collecting the metabolic waste and expelled from the body. The metabolic waste also goes to the body and removed from the kidney. Also function also doing the body. This picture is very good explaining all the part of the heart. Our human heart will contain here from already I told you arteries and pulmonary arteries and ventricular wall and also ventricle. Some of the left pulmonary vein. Pulmonary veins is mainly the heart pump, the air is coming from the lungs. It is carrying pure blood also, and it have the septum, that is a deviation of the septum. This is separation of the heart and muscles, that is called the septum, and the aorta also is present. One of the veins also occurs, that is called the super vena cava, and inferior vena cava also present. Two type of atrium present, left atrium and right atrium is present, and the caudate and the neck is one of the part, it upper part, it also doing blood pumping reactions. So what is the double circulation of the blood? Double circulation meaning it goes to lungs and the heart, that is heart when the blood is goes to other is doing the functions and the inhaling and the exhaling of the air. The way the blood flows in the human body is a unique, it is a peculiar, it is a quiet efficient also. The blood circulates through the heart twice, hence it is called double circulation. How it goes to twice in the other animal, the fish have the single circulation, where the blood completes the circuit through the entire animals only once. It goes to starting from the head, it goes to the upper part. But human being also will have the two times the pumping of the blood also. The main advantages of the double circulation, every tissues in the body is starting to supply the oxygen of the blood and it does not get mixed with the deoxygenated blood. It's very important. Why? Because it is important. Oxygenated blood only have the oxygen. Deoxygenated blood have the CO2. The CO2 is here toxic in the body. But oxygen is here, breathing our body also intently. This picture shows the lungs and the capillaries. First one is a pulmonary circuit, another one is a systematic circuit. So what is the difference between these two? Pulmonary circuits also have the lungs. It have it goes to the blood in the lungs. First one is a vena cava. It observing from the body. Another second one is denoted aorta of the body. Third one is denoted pulmonary veins to the lungs. Fourth one is denoted pulmonary artery to the lungs. Capillaries bodies also receiving the blood and the taking of the blood given the all over the body. Other human circulatory systems, already I told you the blood vessels. The blood vessels of the network and it evaporates through the blood, it travels throughout the body. The arteries and veins are two primary types, the blood vessel circulatory system of the body and doing the function, it is in the blood. What is the role of arteries? The blood vessel, it transports the oxygenated blood from the heart to various parts of the body. They are thick, elastic and divided into small network of the blood vessel that is called the capillaries. Arteries is always called the capillaries. The only one exception to these pulmonary arteries which carries the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. After that, the veins. The veins are blood vessels. that carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart from the various parts of the body. They are thin, elastic and present closer to the surface of the skin. However, the pulmonary and umbilical veins only the vein carrying the oxygenated blood into the entire body. Now, what is the role of umbilical vein? The umbilical cord also roll off the oxygenated blood from the mother to young ones. That is called the umbilical vein. What is the main function of the circulatory system? The most important function of circulatory system is the transporting oxygen throughout the body. Second one, it helps to sustaining all the organs of the system. Third one, it transport blood, nutrients, oxygen, carbon dioxide and hormone throughout the body. It protect cell from the pathogen. Any one of the cells affecting the body, that is a protecting the pathogen. It acts as an interface to the cell-to-cell interaction. The substance present in the blood helps to repair the damaged tissues. Data from several recent studies, however, it conclusively show that the rhythm is initiated, it sustained and regulated the oxygen and also doing one of the important function, calcium ion releases. That is, a calcium ion releases occur in the muscles. It is a sodium pumping reaction, and also sinoauricular node and primary core pacemaker also occurs. This is a electrocardiogram, ECG. The ECG also doing the function. What is the electrical impulses occurs in the heartbeat. That is identify normal people also affecting BP, blood pressure. In this electrocardiogram ECG, identify how the blood is pumping to the heart and also denoted in the waves. Now, electrocardiograms have the sinoauricular node and also have the atria, and normally electrical signal pathway also occur. It has the two auricle and ventricle, also left auricle and ventricle. Everything also denoted the graph. There are three types of waves: P waves, QRS wave, and T waves. P waves are doing the functions. Normally, atria is doing the P waves, and the QRS complex waves, ventricle is doing that ones. T waves occurs during the rest season. It is also denoted the PPM. On electrocardiograms, the uses temporary electrode on the chest region and link to the monitor. It tracks and documents your heart electrical activities. It controlling the heartbeat also. Some of them for diagnostic purposes. We have users identification of the heartbeat. A computer translates the information into wave patterns, that is the healthcare, and it provides the interrupt. What are the heart is the chamber, that is the arteria. It is the heartbeat. It has started creating the wave. The first wave pattern is called P wave. Now in lower heart also, the chamber is the ventricle creating the next wave, that is called Q or S complex. The third wave also, T wave, shows your heart and rest with the recovering of the heart beating. Assess the heart rhythm to see if the normal, if you have the arrhythmia, it diagnoses the poor blood, the flow in the heart and the muscle. It is sometimes the poor heart muscles, it is doing the function, it has some diseases and coronary artery diseases. The diseases are also highly chronic diseases, that is called heart attack. In case the person is diagnosis the abnormalities in the heart, such as the heart chamber is enlarged and abnormal of the electrical conductions. During the diagnosis of the heart, the damage and heart failure also occur. Make sure you are the fit for upcoming surgery, or it answer any one of the pacemaker also occur in the places. After the heartbeat identifying, the person is identifying or affecting the one of the blood pressure. It is generally defined as the force or blood pressure, the blood cells against the wall, the arteries doing the circulation. Now the blood pressure decreases progressively distance from the left ventricle. The blood pressure is a serious health disorder which affects nearly 40 to 50% of the total population. The main risk factor is associated with the blood pressure, damage to the arteries, and failure of the organ, and the blockages in the blood vessels. During heart stroke, kidney infection, and the risk of the reproductive system, and may also lead to the some of the muscular pains, everything also. Now, what is the individual should maintain the normal blood pressure in the body 120 to 140 by 70, that is a 90 to 90 mmHg around the normal blood pressure. It is a 120 by 70 is a normal blood pressure in the human. That is a called the diastole and the systole process. Another one is a blood coagulation. It is the process of forming a blood clotting in the thrombus and to prevent the excess and loss of the blood from the body. During blood coagulation, the blood also gel-like mass and platelet, fibrin and the blood also. The primary homeostasis involves the process of vasocontraction and respond to the body in the vascular body. In this, platelet play a key role in the covering of the injured area and stop the bleeding. They also act to the process in the form of the fibrin. It is a clotting known as secondary hemostasis. Fibrin, fibrinogen, thrombin, thromboblast, everything also doing the function. That is the main stored content is a serotonin, that is a protein, it is secreted to the blood clotting. Since the platelets during cellular damage and also the cause of the blood vessel, this cascade the result the formation of the fibrinogen and the soluble the plasma protein also. Normally the fibrinogen is converted into fibrin protein and finally it stick together to form a clot. Platelet clot that determine the thrombus and the red blood also present the places. This is known as red thrombus. This picture shows coagulation of the blood. Coagulation is otherwise called blood clotting. When injury any one of the person is wounded, it not continue the bleed, the blood stop finding and the blood coagulation is clotting. And the coagulation also occurs and also as soon as the blood is ruptured and also formation of clotting. This is here the process occurs during the coagulation of the blood. The efficient of the blood circulation, conclusion of the blood circulation and coagulation of the blood. Normally, efficient blood circulation in the heart is important. It maintaining overall health of the body. It will ensure proper delivery of the oxygen and nutrients and removal of the waste, supporting of the organ and doing the functions also. It is very important during the function creating the immunity. So, blood circulation is very important to maintain everything. At the same time, blood clotting or coagulation is important process. It prevents the excessive bleeding when the blood vessels are injured. And blood platelets and the proteins and the plasma work together. It is stopping the bleeding and the formation of the clotting over the injury. Thank you.